Hi, welcome to Culty-ish. I'm Kate,
And I'm Lyndsey.
and I'm not okay.
Kate's coming back from a long weekend.
If you're looking at me visually, you'll see things are different here. And I was at a bachelorette weekend this weekend. I'm not even like that hungover. Like I actually made the effort to not drink that much. I'm just so fucking tired. The sleep that I was getting was not good sleep, and therefore I am so tired. Obviously, completely worth it. Had so much fun. I slept 2 hours last night.
Oh my
When I
God.
checked my Aura ring, I sent you the screenshot.
Yeah,
29% readiness score. I mean,
that's
I'm
insane.
essentially a corpse.
That's how mine was when we went to Chicago. I had the same readiness score. I was like, I'm gonna die.
No, I was kind of freaking out. I like was trying not to look at it all day,
Yeah.
and then I saw it and I was like, "Oh my God." I
Have you
knew it
taken
was
a
gonna
nap
set.
today?
No, I'm just gonna tough it out until friggin' Brooks goes to bed at 7 and then just
Go to bed at
get
7.
on with my life. But I was in Park City, Utah for my friend Paige. She's getting married. It was so much fun. I got to meet all of her friends, see old friends from college. We went to college with her and she was in our sorority. So that was like cool to like get the group back together. We were in Park City. We did like a at-home hibachi. We were in the Airbnb. It was beautiful.
It looked beautiful. It looked
the
gorgeous.
The weather was impeccable.
It looked
I mean,
like
I
it.
wasn't shocked, but like it was so hot. Like I literally had to buy the shirt because I didn't bring enough like t-shirts.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I did have an incident. Are you ready
What?
for this?
No, I haven't even really talked to Kate about the weekend. So this
No,
is
I
her
know.
first time catching
I
up.
encountered an incel in real life,
What's an incel?
an involuntary celibate man, like a freak like that.
Where?
So first of all, Park City is in the mud season right now, off season. There
Mhm.
is no one there. We went to this like club first last night. It was us and one other bachelorette party, which like I was loving. Like I was
Yeah.
dancing, I was having
So
so
you get
much
the
fun.
place to yourself.
It was so much fun. And then after
Yeah.
that, we went to this place called the No Name Saloon, which everyone was like, go here. It was definitely like the busy spot. All the locals were there. I saw a celebrity. I already told Lyndsey this.
You
The
did tell
main character of Silicon Valley, he was
me.
there
Niche
at the
celebrity.
bar. I literally looked at him and I was like, that guy's famous. And everyone was like, him? I was like, that guy's in a TV
I was
show.
gonna ask you if anybody else knew who he was or just
Literally
you.
no one did. And I
Okay.
was like, should I say something? So I like wasn't drinking. Like I said, I didn't like I purposely didn't drink that much just because I was like, I can't be hungover tomorrow. So I was really like I had the waiter make me like club soda lime so that no one
Yeah.
would bother me, which no one would have anyway. And I'm sitting at the bar with our friend Gemma, just the two of us, so that everyone's kind of like having fun, and it's like a saloon, and we're sitting there. We've been talking for a long, long time. This fucking guy comes over, sits down next to her, and like tries to get in our conversation. And he seemed pretty drunk. He was like, hey girls, you guys are so pretty. And I was like, thanks, we're good. Yeah, no, we're good, dude. We're good. And he turns to me, dude, looks me straight in the eyes. Oh, really, you fucking bitch? You think you're so fucking hot, don't you? You're not even that fucking hot, you bitch.
To you?
Yes. And I literally go, excuse me?
What
And
did
he was
Gemma
like,
say?
she was gone.
Okay.
And I was like, what? And he goes, you know what you're fucking doing, you fucking bitch?
What?
Lyndsey? I was like, it scared me so
Yeah,
bad.
that would scare me too.
And honestly, like, I kind of wish I was a little drunk because
I
maybe
would
I
have
would have.
started crying maybe just have
I
been like,
did.
yeah, like
So
just like
literally, I just
shocked.
like it just like shocked me. I've had guys come up and talk to me at a bar and I've ignored them and they just walk away. Like I've never had someone like turn and fucking come for me like that. I was like, and this weird ass was wearing a silk shirt with little feathers all over it, and I was like, this guy's gonna kill me. Like it was like
Yeah.
it
No,
scared
that's
the shit
creepy.
out of me, and I literally just got up, turned around, got our friend Carly. I looked at her. I was like, I have to leave right now. I left the bar. I was literally sobbing. I was like, that scared me so
Yeah.
bad. Like even thinking about it, I'm like,
Oh my
it
God.
scared me. I was literally just like, holy shit. So
That's
we left
crazy.
early. She left with me. Like, love you for that, Carly. No, isn't that crazy?
That's so crazy.
No, that's like incel behavior. Like,
That's
how
scary.
dare you not want to talk to me, you fucking bitch? Like,
Oh my
looked at
God.
me in the eyes, and he was close to me. Like, we were on a corner, so like he was right there. He was in my face saying that to me, and I was like, And I didn't think I was that rude. I was like, we're good, dude. Like, okay, like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. And I'm
Yeah.
allowed to not to want to talk to you. Like, how
Right.
dare you? And like, we do have, all those girls were there. And if I would have said something, I'm sure we have our friend Alex, we love so much. If I told her that that had happened, she literally would have fucking curb stomped this
No, she would
guy.
have he would have come for you,
I
honestly.
know. And I didn't, but I just didn't want to like
No,
cause a scene.
I
And
get
it
that.
it was my friend, it was our friend's bachelorette thing. I was just like, I just need to leave. Like, I just
Yeah.
need to get out. I had like a fight or flight fucking reaction. And I
I
fucking
would have left too.
ran out of there.
I would have been so like disgusted.
It scared the shit out of me. So then we leave. All's good. Me and Carly are hanging out. Some more people come home. Some more people come home. It's 1 a.m. Alex is my roommate. Alex is nowhere to be found. And they're like,
She didn't come home with the other groups.
no, she didn't come home with the other groups. It's 2 a.m. And I'm like, where the hell is Alex? And they're like, she wouldn't get in the car. And I was like, oh my God. Which, come on, you always have to get the girl in the car. It's not that hard. And I'm calling her. She's not answering. And we're texting her. An hour goes by. It's literally like 3 a.m. Paige, the bride, texts Alex, if you don't, because we can see her location. And she's just like going everywhere. At one point, we thought she was on the highway. And then all of a sudden, she's just like in a
On
park.
the highway. Oh my.
She's just like in the middle of a park. And we were like,
So you guys
she
were
literally
all
texts
like,
her and she goes, Alex, if you don't respond, we're going to call the police. Like, where are you?
yeah.
And she goes, I'm coming back. She comes back 3 a.m. Hi guys, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I was like, what? How was I supposed to be in a random city with a random person? She's like, I just met this guy. He was a finance guy and he was riding her around on a bicycle and she was sitting in the back of the bike. She's like, I had my legs up and so that's why she was like moving so chaotically.
Because they were on the bike.
Because they were on the bike. And then she's like, he was like a finance guy and he asked me about what my business plan was and I told him and he ripped it to shreds. So then I left. I was like, okay. So that's why I was up so late. And then we had to leave at 6:30. So, or not leave. We had to get up and like pack and clean and everything. So like all together, when it's all said and done, I got 2.5 hours of sleep last night.
Oh my
And
God.
I experienced a traumatic situation.
Were you able to sleep? Because if that guy would yell at me, I would not have been able to fall asleep.
No, I was honestly panicking and I was freaking out.
That he was going to come to the house. That's what I would.
And then also, like, not to blow anyone's spot up, but like some boys were brought back, and I was like, he's here. I literally was in my room. I was like,
oh yeah,
he's
one
here.
of them. Totally.
He's here, and he wasn't. And I came out there, and I was like, get the fuck out! Like, I screamed, and they were fine, and it all ended up being okay. But like, that also like freaked me out. And my room was like right by the front door, so I was like,
oh
my God. No, I pulled a U. I literally was like, I guess I'll just have to lay here.
That's what I do.
No, that's what Lyndsey does.
I literally, if I have one weird interaction with one person, I'm like literally this, not something similar happened to me. Like some random guy started talking to me at the airport on one time. And I literally was like telling everybody, like, he followed us back to the Airbnb. I didn't sleep the whole night. I was like, cause he followed
No, I
us.
know. I literally was thinking about you. I was like, I'm having a Lyndsey moment. Like, I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep. So
Yeah.
I got a whole 2.5 hours. And then, and then it's just like a travel day, which is always shitty. And like, if you ever fly over the mountains, like it's the worst turbulence. And so like literally Park City to Denver is just, I was like, I'm gonna barf. Like it was.
Did you?
No, but someone might have, not in our group, but I won't say who. But I felt so bad on the landing. The landing was bad, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. And she threw up a tiny bit. I was like, oh damn.
Okay, not someone I know.
No.
Okay.
But I felt bad. I was like, oh girl. She contained it extremely. Like when we got out, I was like, honestly, like if I wasn't sitting next to you, I wouldn't have known. She was like, okay, good.
Was Paige on your flight too? Like everybody was on your flight?
We all flew back, and and then my husband picked me up, and here I am, and I'm just like, it was really fun. Like a bachelorette weekend is always fun, but now I'm so tired, and I'm just like running on high, but also on low. So
it looks so fun. I was having FOMO seeing you guys. I was like, oh,
I know,
that looks
we
so
missed
fun.
you. But you had a fun weekend too.
Yeah, no, and it's so fun to see those girls, like all of those girlies, because we don't see them as much. So that looked so fun.
I know.
But yeah, no, I had a great weekend too. I got back from Yellowstone, which I spent the past week in Yellowstone, which was so amazing.
It was beautiful.
Didn't know what to expect because I'd never been there, and I was there for work, but I got to do a lot of like stuff after work, and I just want to say, like, get out there, people. Like, get out to your national parks, touch grass, like go see something you've never seen before, like go see these things, because it really is like so impactful. Like I was like seeing pictures of, I was like, yeah, Old Faithful, like that's kind of cool, whatever. Like I didn't know. And when I'm there, I'm like, this is so cool. Like this is the
Yeah.
coolest thing I've ever seen. Like it was
No, the
so cool.
pictures were amazing that
It
you were
was
sending us.
so beautiful. And we stayed so just because of my work, the Old Faithful Inn, which is a historic building. It's like a massive, beautiful historic hotel that's right in front of Old Faithful. My room literally had an Old Faithful geyser view, and the hotel wasn't open yet. It opened on Friday, and we were there like getting it ready. And so no one was staying there but me and my coworkers. There were like a few other maintenance people there, but it was literally like nobody was there. And it was like thought I would be scared, but it was actually like such like a I didn't have a TV, like I was just kind of there. Like I never like went on my iPad. Like I just kind of like explored. Like I was kind of having a touch grass moment, but it was
I
really
love
nice.
it.
No, I really loved it. I didn't know what to expect. I was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna be there so long. Like I'm gonna be working a lot, which I did work a lot. I literally I think I did a total of like 40 miles all week of like walking.
Holy shit.
We were just doing so much. Like it was like a lot of manual labor, which was really good. Like it was good, but it was just like a ton, like upstairs, downstairs, and then after work I would go for like hikes, to go like see stuff. So I was just like doing a lot of moving, but I was also eating like shit. So but it was really great. Sorry. It was really great. So I loved that. And then I hadn't seen my husband for like so long because I mean, I saw him last Sunday for like literally like an hour because he got back from a bachelor party that he left for the Thursday before. He got back on Sunday and then I left Monday morning at like 5 a.m. So I literally hadn't seen him in like 8 days. So on Friday night, we had like a lovely date night and we hung out and watched a movie. And on Saturday, we played cards and like did work in the yard like all morning. We just had a really lovely like weekend. He made like a beautiful breakfast and we went to a party together for one of his friends, which was really fun. We went to a derby party, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But that was really fun. So, and then last night we watched the Nuggets win the NBA Finals, which was so great. And then
They won the whole thing.
No, they won the
like,
NBA playoff.
Yes, we were watching that too.
So that was really exciting. And then the Avs did lose, which was like a little bit of a bummer, but
that.
because the Nuggets won, like he wasn't too, like it was like fine. But yeah, we just had like a really lovely weekend of like quality time because we hadn't spent time together. So we just got to do a lot together and it was really nice and we had a great time. And then today I went to a shower for one of my oldest friends, Liv, and it was so lovely and so fun. We played like a ton of really cute games and the food was amazing and it was so nice. So that was really good.
Yeah, it looked really fun. I'm sorry I couldn't be there, Liv.
It was really fun. She was loving it, but it was great. And yeah, and then we went to that derby party yesterday, which was so fun, which I think Kate also had a derby horse.
I got all the girls into the derby.
You were you were rallying everybody for the derby.
Well, literally, I'm like looking at TikTok. I don't know if anyone else was like, everyone thought I was so weird for this, but every single horse in the derby this year was related to Secretariat.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was so cool. Yeah. And half of these girls were like, what's that? I was like, what's Secretariat?
Yeah.
No, literally Carly's like, I don't know what that is. Dude.
No, yeah, I did see that.
So I was like trying to show them and then it's fun, like picking them out. I was like showing them all the pictures, all the things. Drew, I was going all in on Chunk of Gold. I was feeling Chunk. He would have been like the cheapest. They bought him for $2,500.
That's a really good price.
No, it's an amazing price. And then there was like a horse there that was like over $1 million, like the most expensive.
So Dave Portnoy recently bought a horse and he said that, and he's like really wealthy, and he's like, whenever I go to horse races, like with my horse that I own, he's like, I feel like a poor like loser. Like these people who have horses are like trillionaires. Like people who own horses are like so rich. So like,
well, and most people own like part of a horse.
Right. No, like those YouTuber TikTok people, they own like pieces. There's like a group of YouTubers that own like there's like 5 owners of this one horse and they're all like YouTubers.
No,
I don't know
yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, we've been watching the like Derby Netflix thing. So that the guy who like owns Vitamin Water like is super. You didn't get to that part?
No, just to this show at all.
Oh yeah, you should. I mean, it's from last year, so like.
Yeah, well, we talked about it. We should.
No, I was upset. I can't remember which horse it was. There was one I was like, oh, I think it was Chunk of Gold. Chunk of Gold's trainer was the same trainer who won last year. Then when I saw that, I was like.
So I saw this graphic of the jockeys, and all of the jockeys are exactly 126 pounds. Exactly.
I saw that too.
That's the craziest thing. It's like wrestling. You have to
like honestly goals.
No, literally. No, I was like skinny.
I was like, that must be nice.
Skinny
No,
kings.
I saw the
They're
same
all
thing.
really short.
I was going through it. I was like, they're all 26 pounds. But I was showing everyone all the pictures. Really actually said sovereignty. And my husband, we were in Utah, so I tried to bet on the horses. There's no betting on horses in Utah.
Yeah.
And nah.
Texas doesn't let you bet on horses either. And John was like, I can't bet on horses in Colorado. And then he was like, oh, my address is Texas. Like he realized he didn't have the right
Oh
thing.
my gosh, I'm sure he was freaking out.
Yeah, he was nervous. He was like, what am I gonna do? I was like, yeah.
So we did Chunk of Gold, Owen Almighty, and Sovereignty is who we put money on. So we did end up winning, but Owen Almighty was like our best, like the furthest odds. Like we would have won so much more money, and he was kind of doing good at first. And Drew was like,
then he really fell back.
Yeah, he did. So that was upsetting. But no, it was so fun to watch. It was fun to like get the girls into it. And then when it was happening, we were all like sitting around my phone and everyone was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So that was fun.
That's so fun.
It's such an event.
It is. I love it. We went to a party, so I got to dress up and like wear a little outfit.
It looked so cute.
Thank you. It was so fun. I got a hat and like it was everyone at the party was like dressed and they made like some cocktails and they had like a bunch of like derby food. It was really fun. And they had like their dog had like a jockey on it. It was really cute.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So everybody there was like freaking out and they had this big board. So like we had John, my husband John, had Drew, he texted Drew, like, what do you think? And then Drew just like called him. He's like, Drew's calling me. And then he's like, so then they were just like having a chat about it. And I was like laughing because I was like, oh my gosh. And then he was like, okay, this is what Drew said. Because I guess one of Drew's friends is like really into horse betting.
Well, yeah, I was like unsure if I should say something because he actually like legally can't give Drew his picks. He can just tell him like things that he thinks. And so he gave him like 6 horses that he liked. And he was like, I like these. And he said Owen Almighty's like a sleeper. He said, which like, I don't know. This guy's also kind of an idiot. So like Drew was like, I don't know what his deal was. I don't know why he was being so weird about it. I was like,
John was like, this is the one Drew's friend said.
No, it's literally a guy from like a bachelor party Drew went to like 4 years ago. And every year he texts him once a year, Derby Day. Hey Mark, what are we looking at? So yeah, Drew was like giving everyone the details, but no, it's just like so fun. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten like kind of into betting. It was so much fun. Like I was trying to put money on. I was like ready to like just put everything on Chunk of Gold because he was biting.
He was what?
He was biting. So do you remember a few years ago that horse that was dead last and won? Rich Strike.
Yes.
Rich Strike, as they were trying to put him into the thing, kept trying to bite the other horses and was like going insane. And then he won. And then he was actually going so crazy. They couldn't even bring him into the winner's circle. Like he wasn't in the winner's circle because they couldn't control him. And I was like,
that's what
these are facts I needed to know. Yeah. So Drew was like, I was watching the walk-ups. And I think it was it wasn't Chunk of Gold, it was Owen Almighty. He goes, and Owen Almighty just starts fucking trying to bite this horse. And he's like, I'm putting it all on him. And it really wasn't like the worst choice ever. But that's kind of our thing recently. We've been like, which horse is acting like so
crazy?
Like jacked up or ready to go.
That's so funny.
So yeah, it did like work out. But you know, like I think the one that won was like second in odds to win anyway. So like you kind of had to put a lot on to like win. Like Owen Almighty was 80-1.
Yeah. No, that one was, I was going with, I put mine on. So John won with, who's the one who won? Strike?
No, Sovereignty.
I keep wanting to say Secretariat, but
I know
same. It's not. Sovereignty. So John put on at the party. There was like a thing that you would put on. Everyone gave like $20 or whatever, and then the winner got like whatever. So he won that for Sovereignty, and then I put mine on the Toby Keith's horse.
Yeah, I didn't know he was dead.
Toby Keith?
Toby Keith's dead.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, so I was like, I put it on.
I was watching the thing about it, and they're like, this horse is owned by the late, great Toby Keith. And I was like, that's so weird he would say that. Toby Keith's alive. And then I looked it up. It was like,
he's passed.
R.I.P.
But I was like,
I saw that too.
So I was like, he has the spirit of Toby Keith in him. He is going to take it all the way across the line. Like, Toby Keith will guide him through. And he was not good. Literally right out the bat, I was like, oh my God. Like, he was just like, and no one started.
That's so funny. I guess the spirit of Toby Keith wasn't as strong as it needed to be.
No, but it's okay because John won. So, and I compared to what he did, I did like nothing. So, and then he won on
Yeah.
like the party and on his phone. So we were like, yeah, party.
Yeah, so you're like, drinks on John, baby.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
it was so
love a
fun.
derby party. I love the outfits. I love the drinks. I love
Yeah.
the outdoor fun and like just the hype of it all. Like all day you're just like
Hmm.
doing your
Yeah.
research, getting ready. They bring those horses out. It's so quick. Like
It was raining so much. I
I
didn't
know.
realize.
It
I
was
had no
so fun.
idea.
Like all the girls, like Alex was like, "Oh my God, this is so fast." I was like, "Dude, I know." And
It
we're
is
literally
so
sitting there
fast.
like it's really like it was such a rush.
No, like before the party, everyone's like, ooh, and then it's over and we're like, okay. Like we're
No,
all
and
just
then you're
like,
kind of like, "Okay, time to go."
yeah, no, literally. We were like, I guess we're leaving soon. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun. So that's like a fun thing that happens every year. I would love to go.
Yeah. No, I really want to go. Drew has family that live in Louisville.
Hmm.
Is that where it is?
I think so.
Yeah, or like near where it is. So they're all very into it. So like I
Yeah.
think like the opportunity could come across my desk. Of course I'd like to go in, a VIP scenario, but I just don't know if that's going to be an option for me, but I'd love to go. I will say it would suck to go on a shitty weather day because like you are outside in the elements with your big dumb hat.
My dad is a colonel of Kentucky or something. And so he has this like plaque about it. And there's something that you can get for I don't know. I need to like look into it more, but he basically like opened a plant for his job like in Kentucky. And then they gave him this plaque. And then there's something you get with the Derby. And I need to follow up with him on it because then maybe we get perks or something.
No, you kind of do because that's like such a good one to have perks for.
I need to follow up with him because he was saying like he had this like plaque and I was like, where did you get this? And he was like, yeah, and then like you can go to the Kentucky Derby or something. And I was like, oh
Doug, oh my God, sitting on Kentucky Derby tickets?
no,
Rude.
I'm
We need
like,
to
what's this
go.
about? So I need to
No, I will go at some point. Like it's something I'm extremely interested in.
yeah, same. I don't
So
know
yeah,
how
I'm
expensive it is.
curious.
Like I don't know what that's like what the
I mean,
ticket
there was 140,000 people in attendance. I can't imagine
it's too crazy.
for it's too crazy for like even like a shitty ticket, you
Yeah.
know? But and like they make like all the money they're making is on betting anyway. Like I don't think ticket sales is like
Mhm.
the big ticket item for them. Like it's the betting.
Right. And it's kind of in a remote-ish, not remote, but like not a super populated place. So like, that
Yeah.
like it's kind of once it's hard to get to from where we live at least. It's like
Yeah.
pretty hard to get to. So like that would probably be like the biggest expense.
No, it's so true. So yeah, no, I want to go there. And I'm curious to see who wins the next two races. I mean, all these horses are descendants of Secretariat. We could have a Triple Crown winner on our hands here with Mr. I keep wanting to call him Secretariat, just like you, but whatever that horse's
I don't
fucking
even
name
know.
was. I hope he
Sovereignty.
wins. Sovereignty. I hope he wins. But no, it was really fun. And like, I just love the vibe of a Derby weekend. But also, we're like kind of a sports podcast these days because also we, like Lyndsey said, NBA and NFL or
NHL.
NHL playoffs. The Avs lost, which
I have a funny story to tell you
they
about
were
that.
like not favored to win, but it was like game 7. Like they made it all the way.
I know. So it was so funny because like we watched the Nuggets game and it was so they won by like 30. So it was
They
like
won by a lot.
not
We were watching it at dinner, and like our friend Gemma's really
yeah, I
into
was
the
gonna say
Nuggets.
huge
Gemma
Nuggets
was
fan.
watching it, and then she's just like, I don't need to watch this anymore. Like they're
Yeah.
obviously gonna win.
Yeah. So they won by like 30 and then John was like stressing out because they were putting confetti and he was like, why are they putting confetti? This is not the NBA playoff game. Like this is just they're celebrating too early. Like this is just a game. Like well, he was like, no, like not the confetti. It's superstitious. So he was stressed out about that. But then we watched the Avs game and he was like, oh, it's like not going well. But like, I think it was like kind of expected that they weren't gonna win.
I
That was the
agree.
vibe that I was getting, but John wouldn't like say it, but like I could tell like that was the vibe. So he was after the game, he's like, oh, okay, like, he's like, do you want to go have a fire outside? And I was like, sure. So I'm like, we'll go outside. So he's like, do you want a margarita? I was like, oh no. So he's like making himself a drink, like whatever. We go outside. So the guy who scored the game, the last 3 goals for the Stars used to play on the Avs. And John has his jersey. And so in the fire is the jersey. And
John
he's like,
burned the
he
jersey.
got it from China, from like Alibaba.
That means that all of that fucking fumes
So
just
I
went
literally
into your
like,
mouth.
no, I went back inside. I was like, I'm not gonna sit out here. And then he was like,
Lindsay's husband is so dramatic.
he just burned the logo of the name, like the name. That was it. And then I was like, oh my God. And then he was like acting normal the whole night though. He was like, all right, so you want to play cards or something? I was like, I guess. But I was just like, oh my God, so funny. But he was like,
That's
that
so
guy.
funny. He's like, fuck this guy, burned his name. Oh my God, you guys inhaled so much
I
like
went
burnt
inside, so I
plastic
was like, this
fumes.
is ridiculous. I was like, oh my
Oh
God.
my God. I love how he just like didn't even say anything and just did it.
No, and then he just like moved on with his day.
And then
I
he
was like,
just was like, I'm better now.
no, literally, he was just like, you want to watch? What do you want to watch? Like, I was like,
I mean,
okay.
he knew what to do to get out of his system. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
we've been
I
watching,
mean,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
the NBA and NFL, like NHL, being like at the same time is crazy.
Well, and okay, the Nuggets and the Avs like on the same day is like really like annoying. You know what I mean? Like they're two teams, Colorado, like they couldn't play. They were at the same time, same day. Like you couldn't have planned better. Like these people are the same audience. Like what are you doing?
No, literally. And it's just like, just spread it out. Like for TV purposes, like people are gonna watch anyway. Like spread it out. Like get your ad money. Like
No,
I
literally.
don't understand. I don't
No. I
understand.
was like, just make it like at least an hour later or something, like they have to be at the exact same time. So, anyways, it was fine, but we are happy about the Nuggets. John's more of a Nuggets fan than an Avs. Like he loves the
Yeah.
Avs, but he's definitely more like invested. Like he loves all those teams, but like I think he really is
Yeah.
with,
He has his favorites and
yeah.
basketball's one of them.
So I'm hoping the Nuggets can pull it through. We'll see what
Hard to
happens.
say. Yeah,
We'll see.
I'll be watching it. I like to stay abreast on what's happening with the playoffs and such. So that was really fun. And then I would say, I mean some things happened this week, but really what we're the most looking forward to, of course, tomorrow is the Met Gala.
Yeah, the Met Gala. Okay,
I can't wait.
let's talk about predictions. So
So
the theme
first of
is
all, yeah,
it's super fine.
the
Let me get like
theme is
it's called
super fine tailoring black style.
Okay, so I'm really curious to see where this like what people do with this. Like I'm really curious to see how people interpret this, like
Yeah.
what road they go down. As far as like attendance.
As far as attendance, I need Kylie and Timothy to go together and I need Taylor
Yeah.
and Travis to go together.
Yeah.
And if one of those happens, I honestly, the Taylor and Travis thing, I think is a little far out. Like, I think they're
Kylie and Timothy will be there.
I agree.
Guaranteed.
They will be there. I'm curious if they will be together. I'm like praying they'll be together. They've been out and about. Like, it's time.
Kim walked the Met Gala with Pete Davidson. Kylie, get out there with your boyfriend of 2 years. Come on.
I know.
Like, show us what you got.
And I feel like they've been out and about as a couple. And I just think I feel like this is like their moment.
This is their big
The
coming out
hype's
party.
been building. Like,
I think they're gonna wear something like amazing together, like that. Maybe wear the same designer. Like
I
I
hope
think
so. I'm like, they can really just have such a moment. And then, of course, I always want Travis and Taylor to be there. I don't know if that'll happen.
Are they
but
in the city?
I don't think so.
They're laying low, so
I mean, they're
wouldn't
laying
know.
low, so who knows? I mean, they can be one place one day, another the next, but
I mean, they could be one place 1 hour and the other the
no,
next.
literally. So maybe they'll show. I don't know. It would mean everything to me to see them.
I also feel like this is like something we've talked about before, but like Taylor has not gone to the Met in a long time. And I think a lot of that has to do with the Kardashians because the Kardashians are a huge Met Gala family. Like the whole family goes. Chloe,
They've kind of
Kylie,
taken over the Met.
the whole family goes. Chris, Corey, like literally everybody is there.
And especially if this year, like I felt like last year felt like Taylor and Travis's year. And this year feels like Kylie and Timothy's year. Like I feel like if Taylor and Travis were gonna go, last year was obviously she was busy, but like I just feel like the hype for them was so high then, and it would have like been like so crazy. Whereas like this year, I feel like with like Coachella, and then they were just at like a basketball game together. Like the Timothy Kylie hype right now is high, and this will just be like.
So I just pulled up the list of what this is like. I don't know if it's a real list or fake, but it's what's going around. And the list is Ariana Grande, which she should definitely come. Kendall Jenner, she had a big year. Kendall Jenner will be there. ASAP, Rocky. Okay. Usher, I would like to see that. Zendaya, Kim Kardashian, Sabrina Carpenter, Lady Gaga, Naomi Campbell, Bad Bunny, Zoe Saldana. Zoe Saldana had a big year. She should be there. Rihanna, Emma Chamberlain, Jennifer Lopez, LeBron James, SZA. I mean, there's a lot of people on this list. I'll just name the notable. Miley Cyrus, Simone Biles, Sydney Sweeney, Billie Eilish, Gigi Hadid, Charlie XCX, Bruno Mars, Selena Gomez, Hailey Bieber.
I wonder if the Blackpink girls will be there. I feel like they will.
Rosé, she's on here. Lana Del Rey. Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber are both on the list to be there. which Hailey Bieber has not
I mean,
gone.
Hailey Bieber, I feel like will go.
She didn't go last year.
Oh, she didn't?
Nicki Minaj. Rachel Zegler's on the list.
Yikes.
That's interesting. Just like the usual stuff. Oh, Timothy and Kylie are next to each other on this list.
I know. What do you think they would wear? I think the problem with this theme is like,
I don't know where this
I don't know. I
don't know enough about it.
I don't know enough about it. And honestly, like, I wonder if these celebrities are a little nervous.
I hope that people.
I thought you weren't supposed to appropriate people's cultures.
I think it's by dressing like with like black designers and
yeah, you know, I do too.
I don't think it has
to
be like
I'm definitely curious to see if someone toes the line.
Someone always gets in trouble for something like doing something at the Met Gala.
And like this feels like the easiest thing to get in, like something where someone could get in trouble and like not realize it. So I'm like very curious to see if someone makes a big oopsie.
Yeah, they need to be careful because I think a lot of it is going to be vetted. Like, I think in this situation, you go through a few different, like, designers and, like, consult with some different, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but so much stuff gets vetted and so much stuff you're like, are they for real right now?
Yeah, I know.
So, we'll see. I mean, I'm really excited. I love the Met Gala. It's just like the beginning of summer.
Yeah. And it's always on my husband's birthday, so I feel bad. I'm like, hey.
He's like,
I'm like, you want to watch the Met Gala and eat?
He's like, no.
He's like, can we go to dinner?
You're like, no, we have to watch the Met Gala.
We're going to watch this.
Travis and Patrick Mahomes will be there, John,
his
your favorite.
He loves that.
His arch enemies.
Maybe Bo Nix will get an invite.
It was so funny. The bride for my bachelorette party, she's a huge Bills fan.
Yeah, she loves Josh Allen.
And she was like, talking about Josh Allen, and I was like, I mean, you must really like Patrick Mahomes then. She was like, what do you mean? I was like, you know, like Patrick Mahomes since he's Josh Allen's daddy.
Oh my god.
Got her good.
Vomit. What did she say?
At first she was like, huh? Like she didn't get it. And then she was like, shut up.
Yeah.
But I was dying.
It was fun. I saw that her birthday was like, I know.
Yeah, it was her birthday too. So it was like a 2-for-1, which was really fun.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It just like worked out that way, but no, it was really cute. But yeah, I was like teasing her all the time. I was like, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is Josh Allen's daddy. Josh Allen could go.
I was just gonna say that. I think I could see them going.
I could see them going too. And they just got engaged. Another like great way for them to just like step on the scene. I feel like they're kind of on the scene. They went to those like ESPN awards together.
She's on the scene. You mean together? You mean
together? I mean them together. They went to like that ESPN awards thing.
Yeah, I think they're starting now that they're engaged. They're like, okay, we're
exactly.
Together now.
So that's why I'm like, I could totally see them at the Met Gala together. It would be fabulous.
I could see them too.
I do love him. Don't tell Drew.
I'm curious to see if Sydney Sweeney brings somebody or if she comes alone.
Well, she'll come alone, or she'll bring that guy.
Do you see that she's been with Brandon Sklenar? Spotted with him.
I mean, I get
that's who she should date. No, literally, that's who she should date.
No, yeah. The more I find out about her like ex-fiance, like that he's not even rich, I was like,
he's a businessman, or like I don't know what he does.
No, like everything I've seen has been like, well, we don't really know what he does, and I'm like, oh, so he's poor. Like, I don't know. The whole thing was really weird. I mean, maybe they really loved each other. Who knows? But yeah, so super excited for the Met Gala. It's gonna be great. We didn't watch all the TV we wanted to. I feel like we'll talk about Hacks on Friday because I just need to like sit down and enjoy that.
Yeah, I already watched that. It was really good.
I need to just like take a second on that. But we did watch The Valley, of course. And I thought it was a fine episode. That one woman is obsessed with Dave and Buster's.
Janet? No, I know. That was
She's
so weird.
Like kind of quirky and funny. Like, I don't know.
I don't not like her. I was thinking this like over the weekend. Like, there are a few characters on the show that I genuinely, I know this sounds mean, I'm so happy for Kristen and that she's finally pregnant and like seeing the acupuncture. I actually found that pretty interesting because like that's something I find like the fertility acupuncture. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like that's cool to know.
Yeah. And then that Nia girl said it worked really well for her.
Yeah. Just like other than that, and like I'm really happy for her and that she's pregnant. Like that's awesome. But like other than that, like on anything else that doesn't have to do with that, whenever she's like over with that, what's his name? God, I always forget. Jesse. When she's at Jesse's house, I'm like, why? Like, what are you doing over here? Like, this is so gross.
I know,
like,
why are you like empowering this freak?
He's literally like trying to take his kid away from the mother. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you saying now that you're gonna have a kid? Like, this is not like.
Yeah, like she should have a lot more sympathy for that whole situation. And then they did also release the seating chart for it, and that also made me mad because Michelle's at like the very bottom, Jesse's right at the top, and I'm just like, ugh, I do not like thinking about this man's ego getting fucking.
And I mean, Michelle isn't my favorite either. Like
No,
her going
I mean,
around,
she, not that she deserves to be any higher, but like, I was like, put Jesse at the end. Like, fuck him.
them both at the end.
I hate fucking egomaniacs like
Her
that.
going around being like, so who are we gonna vote out of the house? It's like he did plan the
No,
trip. Like,
that was so dumb. I was like, what are you doing? Just don't go.
and it's like immature. Like, let's take a vote. Like, just be an adult.
No,
Like,
I was kind of cracking up that she was like, he pretends to be richer than he is. He's so insecure about how much money he has and how he has like no money.
did you see the thing on the after show about how she wants him to pay her back from the wedding?
From their wedding?
Their wedding. That's part of his like, so, and what he's asking for her. Like, she said that when she met him, she was like not wealthy, like
Yeah.
did not have a ton of money. He was. And he was like, and she was like, I don't want to have a wedding. I want to be like, hang out. Like, I don't want to, I don't want to do a big thing. She said they had a 50-person wedding in Napa. And she said it cost 100. She said that he was like, I'll pay for your dress. I'll pay for everything. Like, I only get married once. I want to do it really big. And she was like, I don't really want to do this, whatever. So they had this big wedding. And she's like, now he's like making me pay him back for it, even though I never wanted it. And that's like part of what he's asking for in the divorce is half of their wedding price. Isn't that crazy? Like, what? Obviously, you do have money problems. Like, what is your problem?
No, it is. I could tell he was such a try-hard loser when he was sitting there talking about Capri.
Whenever he's wearing skinny jeans.
Capri. Yeah, and his dyed gray hair. Like, oh my God.
He's so weird. No,
I know. I just wish she was more likable.
I know. And she's not unlikable. She's just not my favorite. Like,
No,
she's just like,
she hasn't really given anything. And like, I kind of feel bad for her, but then also she's like, he calls her like a hooker and she's like, I mean, I'm sure the hooker thing was just like the cherry on top and she just had a full-fledged meltdown. But I was like, dude, fuck this guy. Stop fucking giving into his bullshit.
Yeah. No,
like, take your power back, queen.
He's awful. He's so bad. And that's when Kristen's with him. It makes me like be so mad at her. I'm like, why are you choosing him?
I know. And I just feel like, on the show, like, Kristen just always has the worst judgment in people. But then I feel like outside of the show, she has so many people that like love her and like random people that are such good friends with her. I don't know. She's just a character that I'm always like, I feel very
maybe
confused.
she puts on for TV. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe she
professional.
does. I agree. I think she does a good job at her job.
Yeah.
We can say that at least.
But you know who doesn't do a good job at his job?
Danny,
thinking that he can whisper to Luke about Jesse says that, blah, 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 in front of the camera and then be like, Luke, you ruined it for me. Whenever he was like, Luke told everyone in the group chat about the group chat. It's like, you literally said that on camera and you thought it wasn't going to get out. Like, you're mad at Luke?
They were like,
you said it on camera, girl.
No, they were like, we wonder who the mole is. I'm like, it's obviously this guy.
And Danny with the touching ass, that was like weird.
I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of, when I saw it initially on the trailer, I just assumed this was gonna be something where like it wasn't true. You know what I mean?
No, same. Where it was like, oh, that was an accusation.
And yeah. Then when they panned to him apologizing, I was like, he did that shit. He did that shit.
No, he did. And I think obviously I want to like hold out for him because I feel like those girls like accepted his apology and that's why they're not making a big hoopla about it. I agree. He seems to be very apologetic about it, but it's still weird, like so weird. Like,
no, it is weird. And it's like, keep your hands to yourself, you
No, I mean, if my husband did that, I would lose my mind. So, like, it's pretty weird, like, that happened.
The girls are, like, their friends, too. I mean, not that
it's so weird.
And, of course, his poor wife, she's, like, dying.
I know.
Which, like, I would do the same, but I feel like she's ultra sensitive to it.
Yeah.
Like, so upset.
Yeah, so that sucks.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, that was so weird. Like, that was like...
I thought this was going to be one of those things where they were like, how could you say that? Like, he would never do something like that. And then when they panned him apologizing, I was literally like, oh my God, he did it.
But then they didn't even show it. Like, they didn't even have a whole conversation about it. Like, it was literally, like, in passing. Like, it was, like, a side story. It wasn't even, like...
I think it becomes more of a story because they start, like, throwing it in her face.
Nia?
Yeah.
Well, it's not her fault.
Yeah, but that's like what the clip was of like, at least my husband doesn't grab people's asses. Like, it was like that.
Yikes. I mean, they're having another baby. They seem to be like doing well, but like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he has
they got a house in Santa Clarita. He finally convinced her. I don't know if you saw on Instagram.
I know, I did see. And I think Jason was saying this, or who's the guy? Yeah, Jason. Yeah, he was saying that Janet's husband, Jason, he was saying that like
Yeah.
he doesn't drink ever. Or Jesse was saying this maybe too. Like, he just doesn't drink ever. So when he does, he just like blacks out and it's just like a bad
Yeah, but
situation.
then it's
But
also
still,
just it's also like so you black out and you start grabbing
right.
asses.
Exactly. Like you can black out and like maybe like
Yikes.
say something a little weird or whatever, but touching people is like a whole nother level.
No, it's a whole nother level. And like again, like it's not about touching people, but also like touching your friends.
Who you're
Because
on
then
a
it's like
TV show with,
who
and
you're
then
on a
it's being
TV show with,
filmed.
it's obviously gonna get back to people like, what are you doing,
No,
dude?
exactly.
What are
And
you
that's he does
doing?
not that's why I'm saying he's bad at his job because he's literally
He is.
whispering to Luke and then he's out here touching people's asses thinking it's not going to get on TV. Like, what are you stupid? And then they're filming an apology. Obviously, like you got caught.
No, I know. I feel bad for him. I don't he's like so likable.
I know. And that's like what I was thinking this week. Like the only couples I really like is like Nia and him and then the Janet and what's her face? And really like the only reason I tune into the show is to like see what's going on with Jax and Brittany.
No, I know. I saw Brittany on Watch What Happens Live and it made me sad that I was like so mean, really bad for her. Like
I think she's
she
doing her best. For
she's
sure.
doing her best and like she's so positive and so sweet and like
Mm.
I don't know, just
I
on
also
what
saw a lot of people say that her talking about her son having autism is like really helpful for other people who don't have who
yeah.
have kids who have
I'm not
autism.
against I think some people were kind of against that. I didn't really have an issue with her talking about the autism thing. I just think like the family dynamic, the family drama, like the son like moving away from Jax in like a really like kind of freaky way. Like that was the stuff that made me feel gross. Like I think her talking about her son's autism and all of that is like a completely fine thing to be sharing because that's a lot to be going through like on the mom side of it too.
Plus her divorce, plus like she's just
No,
like
she's
has a
going through a
heavy
lot and
load.
the fact that she's sitting there and watch happens live with a big smile on her face like being so sweet, I was just
Yeah.
like
She's
I
a good girl and I think her fatal flaw is that she sees the best in people
she
and
does.
she wanted Jax to be everything. Like she showed a flashback where she like came from Kentucky on VPR literally to fall to be with Jax and like she
I
was like, I'm
know.
naive and I wanted the best from him and I thought he would be the husband and he wasn't and like
Yeah.
that sucks. And it just sucks that now there's a kid involved. And now it's just like it's hard to watch, but it is like I do think like I was talking about it with some friends today and they were like, yeah, it's really hard to watch, but it's like it's so real. Like it's actually very
It
real.
is. It's very real. And it's just like sad to see people that like I feel like that's something that people love about reality is you feel like you know somebody and
Yeah.
like Jax and Brittany talk about two people that have spent so much time on TV. Like we have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly
I mean,
with
that's
them.
their
And
career. That's literally how they make a living.
exactly. And like I just feel like we know them and to like see all this happening to them, it just is like sad to see. And
Yeah.
I just hate it.
And I
But
hope Brittany
no,
finds a nice guy who loves
I
her
know.
son and that they can have a happy life. And
I think she will. I mean, she deserves it. She
I
really
mean,
does.
she is a beautiful girl.
No, she's beautiful, she's sweet, she's kind, like she's a good person. Like I think she'll find someone. But we
That's
also
not Jax's friend.
that was a big mistake. I'm like, girl, come on. Maybe she can be with Tom Schwartz. You'd love that.
No, I don't see that.
Speaking of Tom Schwartz, he's still on the Valley again. The next episode. We
Oh,
watched
he
that.
is. I saw this tweet and it was literally like Bravo's just putting Tom Schwartz on random shows till they find a home for him.
No, literally. Which I will say, like, I guess everyone just loves him. Like,
I do.
I
Like
mean, I
I
do
love.
too. I just remember watching those first seasons of Vanderpump Rules, and he was just such a loser.
Yeah.
And
No, he is, but that's what he's like dopey. It's like, oh,
I
Tom.
know, but I feel like the dopiness he like gets away with shit that I'm like, you shouldn't be
Yeah.
getting away with this shit. Like, you fucking own that.
Like you should not be getting away with like the way you treated Katie for sure. Like that should
Exactly. And
not
just
fly under
like
the radar.
he used to do crazy shit. Like, remember when he would like pour drinks on her and like
No,
I
he's
don't know.
crazy.
He would like cross lines that you would never expect like a dopey guy to
That's
like
true.
cross. And I would always be like,
I liked him on Summer House. I could actually see him joining that cast, but he is too old.
yeah, I mean, honestly, they need to stop hiring these old people
Right.
to be
So
on
I
Summer
don't think he's
House.
the right choice, but I enjoyed seeing him. Like I was like,
Yeah,
oh hey.
I'm sure he'll be making cameos on that Lisa Vanderpump show, the Vanderpump Rule. The like
Vanderpump
new
Villa.
Vanderpump Rules, no, they're remaking Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, they're redoing Vanderpump Rules. It's gonna be called Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, it is. It's just this.
Yeah.
It's just a new cast.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that's what they're calling it.
Yeah, I could definitely see him being on that.
It might be called like I don't know. I'm just making this up, but
His
I think Vanderpump Rules New
Schwartz and
Beginnings.
Sandy's closed, right?
Yeah.
but
Tom Tom's
Tom
still open.
is open. So
But
that's
they
where I'm
don't
like,
have Tom Tom is not their business though. Like they never were really they have
yeah,
like
but what I
2%
was
of
gonna
Tom Tom.
say is more like the Tom aspect. I feel like they could incorporate that into that Vanderpump show and like have him on it.
That's true. He could be like the boss at Tom Tom. You know, like he could
Yeah,
be the
and
manager or
like be
something.
like doing some crazy stuff. I'm sure he's like dating all the waitresses or something. Like, okay.
Probably.
But no, the episode of Summer House was pretty good. It was kind of like a nothing episode, but
Well, it
damn.
wasn't nothing until like I will the one part which I don't know if you got to this yet, and it's like leading into next week, but like Jesse and like Lexi were kind of like going at it in the kitchen in the morning the
Yeah.
next day, and it was just like Lexi's like calling him
No,
out
I saw
and
that.
sober, like in front of everybody. I was like,
No, I know. And I was just like,
"Get it,
damn.
girl."
We were worried about Lexi. We don't now have to be worried about her. She was literally just like, fuck you. I was like,
She was like, "You, what about your fat ass red flags?" And he was like, "Whoa." He
no,
was like shook.
he was like literally like, I'm listening.
I know, and
I'm
then he went
doing
upstairs
it.
to Wes and was like, "I don't really know what to do. Like, I don't want to be like, I guess I'll just like fall on it and I'll just like take it. Like, I guess I'm just gonna take it." I'm like,
No, I
"Yeah,
know. Jesse was stepping in it this episode, pissing off Sierra, pissing off everybody.
I know."
Also,
Jesse was
do you
like,
think the producers forced Carl to tell Sierra he had feelings for her? Because that was the most weirdest, pointless thing I've ever seen in my life.
maybe. I don't know. I feel like
Like,
Carl's just a very sentimental person, so
I
I could
mean,
see him
he
doing that on his
is.
own
Like,
will.
I feel like he totally does feel that way in a way, but then also, like, what are you doing? Like, also, she's friends with your ex-fiance.
No, exactly. That's where she was like, Lyndsey and I are in a good place. I mean, Lyndsey and Sarah haven't always been friends, so maybe I thought he felt like he could kind of like get in, like, oh, Lyndsey and Sarah aren't that close, but I don't know. It's just weird. Like she was saying, I need to not date people on the show or like in the house, which on the show,
Yeah, she
which
said, and she's like, I'm done with white guys. It's
yeah,
like,
well, Carl
girl,
is literally the whitest white guy
the
ever.
ultimate. That's what Alex was saying. Our friend Alex this weekend. She was like, I was like, look at that guy. She's like, I'm done with white guys. I was like,
That's funny.
yeah, no, it was funny. But no, I was like, I don't know. I kind of love Sierra just fucking dragging Jesse's ass. I was like,
Well, yeah,
yeah,
no, she was like, why
get
would you
him.
make that weird? He was like, I want to make you feel better about Wes. She was like, you're weird for that comment. And I was like, yeah, that was weird.
It was a weird thing to say. And like, what? He thought he was going to do that. And she's going to be like, okay, we can all be friends again. Thank God you said that. Like, what?
No.
No, that was really weird. Honestly, it's been really because Jesse was like just like so cool and like chill vibes last summer. And like, I feel like he's just getting roasted every episode from someone. And he's just getting like shit on. And he's just sitting
Yeah.
there like a little shell of himself. And like, maybe he deserves it.
I hope he has a situation like West where he has one bad season and then he's going to come back, you know, next year learning his
Yeah,
lesson. And like West is doing great. Like West knows his place. He's not
he
stepping
is.
in it. He's not saying the wrong thing. I think he's hurting a little. I think he wishes he was like had a better vibe with Sierra, but he's doing what he
I
needs to do.
agree. No, it's true. And I feel like they'll get there at some point. I mean, hopefully. Honestly, she's low key started to get annoying about it. I'm just like, Sierra, just fucking forgive him. Like, he's sorry. Move on.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe Jesse, and then maybe Jesse thought like if he said that, she would be like, oh, okay, man, and I'll forgive West.
Right.
Because I feel like that's what he wants. He wants them to like all be friends again.
I know, which it is nice when everyone's friends in the house, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's the best.
But you know, we
But
don't have a show without somebody not mad at
yeah,
someone.
no, I love Lexi. I really hope she stays. Like
I
everything,
should definitely say.
she just surprises me at every turn. Like every
She
turn
needs to
she's just
stay.
been like, yes, queen.
Yeah, like her calling him out in the morning, like I did not expect that from her. Like when she
No,
was like crying the night
and
before,
like
I was
I
like,
passed such hard judgment on her when I remember when they were like, this is the girl who's gonna be on the show. And I looked at it and I was kind of like, oh, like she's gonna be like boring and mean. And then I was like, oh my god, she's the sweetest girl in the world. She is like just has her heart on her sleeve, is
yeah,
so nice, is like doing an amazing, she's making great TV. Like I think she's really like a big star in the making. And I
yeah, I
just like
agree.
I think we're doing it. And I just loved her just sitting there like, ew,
She's
you're
definitely
disgusting.
coming back. I mean, they have to all be back in the house next year.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be the same cast again.
Not in Rule though.
Not in
He
role.
said he like basically said he's not coming back. I saw something.
I mean, why would he? He needs to live. He's to live freely. The summer house is not a place to live freely. So if he wants to live freely and in his truth, he should not be there.
Yeah, Paige is like not in my house.
No, I mean it's disgusting. It
No, I
really
get it.
is. Like I was mad when two random guys showed up at my one weekend Airbnb. If I was staying in a shared house and someone was bringing home multiple women and fucking them
A
in the room
night.
next door a
Like
night,
every night. Like
no,
every night. It's like if
I
you bring home a
would be
person every
livid.
once in a while, whatever, like this is the point. You go out
Yeah,
to
and
club.
like one, but like making it into like your personal sexcapades
Bringing in three
insanity.
girls to have a threesome in the house next to your room is like the craziest thing.
No, it is. I did see some rumors of people being like, did Jesse really just get his toe sucked or did he get his fucking dick sucked?
Do you think toe suck is code for
Well, also he had said like Emrule told her to suck my toe. And then they played the audio and it was like definitely him going, yeah, he was like, oh my God, suck my toe. Like he said it.
I know.
I
I
was
feel
like,
like it is toe and Rule has no horse in the race, so I feel like Imrule would have been
he would
like,
have just said something
he
like,
sucked. He would have told the truth. Like I feel like
I
it would have
agree.
gotten out. And
I
they do
agree. I
have
just saw
cameras in
something
the
about it.
room,
I was like,
so I feel like they would have been able to like pick up on the fact that that was happening.
yeah, I don't
Like
know.
that's a different situation.
No, the whole thing's yucky. And I don't know. I loved watching Jesse. I just hope he gets like humbled from all of this and like starts acting like a normal person.
Yeah, same.
Like I thought West would be humbled and he doesn't really seem to have been. He just
He's
is like,
better though. He's not
he's a
starting
little
shit.
better. He's not. I mean, he's like scared
Yeah, so that's
and
good.
like he should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Well, we had an amazing weekend. You actually fall asleep right here in front of the camera if we continue. I
You're
don't know if I'm
dead.
gonna make it. I think I need to like go to Panera and get some food because I'm
What
so
time is
fucking
it?
dead right now.
It's 4.
Yeah, I know. And I'm about to go get a fat ass mac and cheese. And if someone hands me a salad instead of my mac and cheese, I'm
Throw
gonna
it in their face.
freak out. But thank you all so much for joining us.
We'll be back next
Culty-ish.
week
We'll be
with
back on Friday. We'll be
actual Met Gala
with actual Met Gala facts. We'll probably talk about the Valley, maybe Summer
hacks.
House. Hacks. For sure. We'll be talking about hacks. Maybe they'll have 5 episodes come out this week. Who knows? There
Who
is no
knows?
schedule.
Maybe 6.
Maybe
Who's to
6.
say? That'll
It'll
be a
be
treat.
amazing. But it was so great talking to you, girl. We will catch up on Friday. Love ya. Talk to you later. Bye.
See ya.